9:42 a.m. and we cross over once again to Bangladesh. This time around, we're going to be talking to Abdullah. He's a journalist, researcher, and winner of the 2023 Nansen Refugees Award for Asia and Pasic. Abdullah, assalamu alaikum to you. Welcome to the program.
Walaikum Assalam, and thank you for inviting me in this discussion.
Thank you indeed for your time. Much appreciated. We've heard about the horrific attack by the Arakan army on the Rohingya people. We understand more than 200 women and children were killed in the attack. What has led to this latest attack? And I'm also wondering, we've heard about journalists in Palestine that have been targeted in the genocide. You, as a journalist, and other journalists as well, is there fear that they will also be attacked?
Uh, Thank you, first of all, for giving me chance to share the current situation in Arakan State. Actually, as all of you know, the situation in Arakan on Rohingya people has been, uh, terrible from decade to decade, and for what the genocide happened on Rohingya people and the big influx took place in 2017 that made 1 million refugee and taking shelter in Bangladesh currently. It's been 7 years now. So and but the persecution and the genocide did not stop on Rohingya people, because some portion of the people from the Rohingya community were remain in the Arakan state after the influx. But after the genocide on Rohingya people in 2017, when the military crackdown were stopped, so the remaining Rohingya people consider themselves, to stay continuously in the Arakan state, because they thought there would be a change on their life, because most of the Rohingya people already left the Arakan state and fighting for their justice, and a case has been under the proceeding in ICJ. So they have some hope that there will be justice served for the Rohingya people. But this hope was broke down when the Arakan army, which is a rebel group from the Rakhine community, who has been trying to control and capture the entire Arakan state, and to take the to make a different, a separate country, which will be ruling by the obviously the Rakhine people, which is a Buddhist, who follow the Buddhist religion, and also the Myanmar military, who are themselves also the Buddhist community. But since the coup was happened in Myanmar, in across the country, people stand against the Myanmar military coup, and there are several group of people hold the arm to resist the coup and fighting against the Myanmar military. And this is how the Arakan army also stand against to fight the Myanmar military. But uh, after continuously fighting for almost 3 years, and the reason fighting was become very old since last 6 months ago, which is started in the Maunda, Botidang, and Ratidang to capture the town. The A have been trying, but the the sad thing is that the Rohingya always, targeted from either Arakan army or Myanmar military. They always been, facing the persecution from both armed group. So no one is there to protect them, and almost Rakhine rebel group has captured the almost the Arakan state, but the Mondo, which is a border, who share the border to Bangladesh, is a very controversial town, which is also you can say the belong to the Rohingya entirely, because 90% of the population have been Rohingya, in Mondo. But after the 2017 influx, there were just uh, 1 lakh Rohingya were remaining in the town. But when the fighting was started in huge scale, then people started leaving the town to escape, because they have the experience earlier how the consequences will be, because thousands of people might be died. So already some people left, but still there are thousands of people are remaining and trapped, inside the war zone where the fight is going on between A and military. But the problem is they never try to evacuate these, remaining people to a safe place. That is why every day hundreds of people are losing their lives, and they are.
Okay, all right. Let me ask you this question. Are you aware of any journalists? Is there a deliberate target on journalists in that area to kill off the journalists so that the stories don't come through?
It is an interesting question, because since the a civilian war is going on inside the Arkan state, none of the parties were invited or allowed to any journalist to cover their story. So you can say there is zero journalist and also news media working in the ground. So there is no chance to be kill any journalists while covering their story.
Okay, I also understand that there are hundreds of thousands of people at the border trying to get into Bangladesh. But we also know that Sheikh Hasina has fled Bangladesh. There's problems in that country as well. Because of that situation, do you believe that they will allow the Rohingya people to enter Bangladesh? Or is it a situation of there's just way too many Rohingya people in Cox's Bazar, and Bangladesh may not have the capacity to accommodate the refugees in Bangladesh?
Yeah, actually, the political situation in Bangladesh is just a recent case. But the Bangladesh government, decided not to allow any single refugee to come inside the Bangladesh. They have decided, 2 years ago, they have, they have, designed a constitution that stop the Rohingya coming from Arakan state. So this is the thing, and the border is still stop and stopping people coming to the Bangladesh. So their aim is, because already there are 1 million refugees on their shoulders. So they I understand that they are burdened, because it might be very difficult, thing that if they let some other Rohingya are coming in the Bangladesh, and because the Bangladesh is very crowd populated country, and also the resources are very limited, and but from other side the international community are trying to help the people. So but the
Okay,
Bangladesh.
Abdullah, we've run out of time. If you don't mind, we leave it there. Thank you for your time. Talking to us today about that awful situation, the Arakan Army's deadly attack, which has claimed over 200 lives, on the Rohingyan lives, of course. So thank you indeed for talking to us. It is exactly 9:52 a.m. News and views moving along. And of course, it is time for us to be fired up with Hafiz Imran Chunara, CEO of African Muslims Agency. And he's going to talk to us about when emotions are high, intelligence is low.